It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and we've got some history in this battle of AFL alumni. It's the Broncos and the Silver and Black, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
Now, from the home of the Raiders since 2020, we're inside the spectacular Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. So good to have you with us, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson here in the booth. Partner, these are a couple of teams that struggled a year ago, finished out of the playoffs. They were under 500, but that's what you love about the NFL. A new season brings renewed optimism.
Absolutely, and really, Mike, a lot of new faces at critical places. I mean, there is a lot of new pieces to the puzzle here, both coaching staff and the roster of players. They believe last year is over. They do not think there is any correlation between the squad they're planning to put on the field today and that one that we saw really go through some growing pains and struggles just a year ago.
Here's the veteran Will Lutz to get us going. Off we go from Vegas. On the return is Dylan Laube. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Raiders offense set to take over for the first time. And leading them, Greg, the veteran out of West Virginia, it's Geno Smith.
You just can't say enough about Geno and his turnaround over the last couple years, Mike. I mean, many thought he was destined to just be a career backup and just play out the rest of his career. And when things didn't play out at first, instead of just listening to those doubters, he just kept working on his craft. And next thing you know, he gets an opportunity with a new team, makes the most of it, and he's now solidified himself as a bona fide franchise quarterback in this league.
Throw to the right flat. It is caught. Here's 2nd and 2. In motion is Myers. They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry. And he'll manage to work this forward to the 37. Alex Singleton, there on the tackle.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up 3rd down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations.
The ball carried by number 2. Tackle made at the 38-yard line. A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
On 4th down, A.J. Cole to punt for the Raiders. The Broncos have Marvin Mims out for the return. Here comes the Denver offense set to take over for the first time. They'll be led by the man from Oregon who started his career at Auburn, quarterback Bo Nix.
There's a lot to like about this young quarterback, and of course we're going to have to wait and see. Can he take advantage of this opportunity in front of him, Mike? But he has not been shy. He says, I know I can play at this level. I know that I can lead an NFL franchise, and we're going to get a shot to see it here, and I'm excited to see what he can do.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Jaleel McLaughlin. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. A run here. It's McLaughlin. And he's got it to the 35-yard line.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground, will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for 1st and 10. A run now with McLaughlin. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 7th and 7.
Now Nick's going to look to throw. That one caught Devon Vele. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they have an internal clock in their head. How does my protection match up with the rush and the route concept I'm trying to attack downfield? In this case, he's looking downfield, realizes quickly this ball's got to come out, checks it down to his underneath drag, picks up what he can.
Throw to the sideline. Well done. Good job with the feet. Stays in bounds. It looks like, and yes, they do, have the 1st down.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. On the ground, McLaughlin. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. Second down and 8. To throw is Nix. That's complete. It's McLaughlin. And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play.
From the shotgun, here's Nix. The throw on the run is complete. It's a pickup of 12. Good for a Denver 1st down.
It's like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and they get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice drive into some points.
He's got his receiver. It's Cortland Sutton. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
Well, they've come out swinging here on this opening drive through the air, and that's exactly what they wanted to do. Generate some early chunk plays and try to get some points.
This opening drive going to form so far. Now they've got it 1st and goal. Now this looks like a design run. Trying to create some space, but will not find much. He'll get a yard. They'll mark it at the 3.
Down in the red zone, design quarterback runs are a handful for defenses to account for. But in this case, give them credit. Not a lot of room to maneuver here for the quarterback, and they keep it to a short game.
On 2nd down, it's Nix. That is caught by the tight end, Evan Ingram. Touchdown, Denver.
And this is where it pays to have a strong arm to throw this sort of outbreaking route, Mike, towards the boundary in tight coverage. You got to have a lot of faith that you're going to get that ball there. If you're a little late or this ball is underthrown, it could result in a pick 6 the other direction.
And before the try, remember, it is a touchdown. All scoring plays are reviewed, so replay will confirm this one before we do anything else. And we'll get a moment here as they look this one over. Remember, the call on the field is what they'll stick with unless they have clear, incontrovertible visual evidence to the contrary. In other words, it's got to be the truth.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
So, ruled a touchdown originally. They didn't find any reason to overturn it. And it stays on the board. Will Lutz now for the PAT. The kick is good. The Broncos will take a 7-0 lead.
Raiders nothing.
So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. To return, Tyreek McAllister. And this will wind up working out well. He's going to take it up to the 40-yard line. Good return. The home team's offense ready to see the football for the second time. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Smith. Open man. That's Trey Tucker. And he's close to a 1st down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
Here's a toss as they look to run. And he'll get about 4 out of that one. That should be enough to move the chains. It is 1st down.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. 2nd and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll run. He'll try the left side now. And he's not going to get away. They'll knock him back to his own territory. They get him on the other side of midfield.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6. It sets up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Now, Gino. They'll look to set up the screen here. He's going to have the 1st down, so they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
The best time to call a screen is when the defense is anticipating pass. Allow that defensive front to rush the passer. Just get through the offensive line enough before you drop it to your back. Get out behind those big offensive linemen and pick up the 1st down.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's a handoff. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
We are through 1. It's the Broncos with the early lead. And we're back in Vegas after this. They face 2nd down and 7. Off the play fake. Smith. A toss, left side, caught by his running back.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. From the shotgun, it's Smith. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
And on that 3rd down, they thought an easy way to pick it up and get some positive yards would go to their quick game, but it didn't seem like the receiver and the quarterback were on the same page, and now brings up 4th down.
Carlson's kick is good. And the Raiders are on the board. It's 7-3.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Back out is Carlson following the made field goal. And he sends this kickoff away. This one taken at the 7. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The visitors' offense and Bo Nix getting ready to go back to work. The lead sits at 4. So we'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. A very nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. Gains nothing.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
The 1st-round pick looking right at home in this offense. It's a 1st down.
Rookie to rookie right there, Mike. And I'll tell you what, they've got some really good young pieces on this roster.
1st and 10. They'll run. This is McLaughlin. And he powers his way forward, doing it on the ground, inside the 40, a gain of 8. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. They'll stick with him again. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
The integrity of the defense, Mike, is based on every defender holding their gap. That's exactly what we saw out of this defensive tackle. Not only did he hold his gap, he's able to shed his block and make the play.
Throw it. Nix. Taking off. He'll try to get there.
That's such a deflating feeling for a defense here on 3rd and short. They've got great coverage, but they don't account for the quarterback picking it up with his legs. It's exactly what he's able to do here on the scramble. Fresh set of downs.
On 1st down, here's Nix to throw. Got it into the hands of Mims. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. They'll throw. It's Nix. To the outside. Hauled in by Sutton. That's a gain of 16 yards, and it sets up 1st and goal.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
They'll have to go the full 10 yards. It's 1st and goal. Here's Nix to throw. He's got it at the 3. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
This one is complete along the sideline. A very nice job to fit that ball in. It'll be a modest gain.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1 yard line 10 times, and then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and you got to find a way to put that ball across the board. 3rd and short, you think the defense has everybody packed in there real tight, so as a play caller, you're thinking, all right, let's give my running back a chance to stretch and cut. This defense was ready for all of it. They string them out wide, nowhere to cut, take them down for a loss.
On 4th down, the veteran Will Lutz for the Broncos field goal. This, about as short as you can get. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Broncos go out to a 10-3 lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
So following the field goal, Lutz is back out to kick it away. Here's McAllister to return. And this will work out quite well. They'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The home team's offense ready to get back at it. Just the lone field goal for them so far, down 10-3 in this one. And they'll start 1st and 10. In motion is Myers. They'll go play action. And the rush too strong. They're in there in a flash for the sack.
When you can bring cornerbacks on pressure, man, that changes everything for the defensive play caller. Offenses spend all week worrying about linebackers, defensive linemen. How are they going to protect the quarterback? But when you can time up a secondary pressure like this, man, oftentimes, there's no answer for it.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Now a give on the ground. And he'll be taken down as he takes it just shy of midfield.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. In motion is Myers. Play action now. It's Gino. That's caught downfield by Tucker. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big gain.
Look wide, get this one complete, and no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Brings us 2nd and 8 at the 24-yard line.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Working out of the gun, Smith. Quick throw, taken in, and he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
2 minutes to go here till halftime. We'll return to Las Vegas after this. 3rd and a yard. From the gun, it's Gino. And it looks like he's going to have the first down. The defense was right there, but a gain of 2. Good enough for the first down.
Really just comes down to everybody understanding the situation. You realize how many yards do I need to get for the first down, and just make sure at least one of my receivers is past the sticks. That's where he went with the ball, and they're able to convert.
Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
The 6-yard line.
A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Here's Gino. This one caught at the 4. And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be 1st and goal. Here's a run. And he's going to go into the end zone, but he may have gotten a little help along the way. This one's coming back. So holding is the call, and take that touchdown off the board.
Still first down.
Now it is 1st and goal. Smith next. He pulls it in around the 5. Now timeout Vegas. That is their 2nd. As they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. From the 2 now, here's 2nd and goal. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And that big offensive line, clearing space. He's in. Touchdown, Vegas. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
Daniel Carlson on to attempt the extra point. It's up and good. And the Raiders will tie things up. It's now 10-10. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Broncos offense going to take over here in the final minute of this first half. They'll see if they can go about breaking our tie. We're all even at 10 as this drive begins. 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Nix. And And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45. Here's 1st and 10. Now Nick's going to look to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get to the backfield and bring him down.
So we have reached halftime here in this one. As we're off to Orlando, going to check in with Jonathan Coachman, who's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Mike, we'll take it from there as we welcome everyone into our EA Sports studios and our halftime report. We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wires. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference.
Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the second half. Could not ask for more from that first half. All even as we begin quarter number 3. On the return, here comes Marvin Mims. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. Low-scoring game, all time, third quarter, and a touchdown here could go a long way. See if they can get it on this drive. 1st and 10. To throw is Nix. He connects with Mims. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. RPO, quick throw, there's Sutton. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down. They'll look to pick this up, 3rd and a yard. They send one of the tight ends in motion to the left. On 3rd down, they'll try to pick it up with Estime. The Broncos bringing out their punter. Back deep. It's Trey Tucker. But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. The Raiders offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Smith. That one caught by Tucker. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. 2nd down and 3. A handoff as they try to run it here. Running room hard to come by as he'll get ahead for a yard. John Franklin Myers there on the stop.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd down and 2.
Here's 3rd and 2. Trying to pick this one up on the ground. And he is going to have the Raiders 1st down. At least it appears that way. He got it maybe by the length of the football.
In real time from up here, Mike, I couldn't tell whether or not he got it at first glance, but I think after seeing the replays we have up here, it looked like he and his blockers got just enough, and they're going to be able to keep this drive alive.
Right back to him on 1st down. He'll get him behind his blockers, get forward for a pickup of 3. Alex Singleton there on the tackle. Second and 7. Now a give up the middle. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. Here comes 3rd and 6. Now, Gino. That's into the hands of Tucker. He's got it.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. From the shotgun, it's Smith. He's got it downfield. Myers the connection. 23 yards on that pass play. Good for a Raider 1st down.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
And the defense right on that. I don't know if keeping would have done any better. No gain on that one.
I know it's easy from up in the booth, Mike, but I think that's one of those zone reads where the quarterback needs to pull it and keep it himself. The defense was clearly keyed on the running back. Not much room in there. No gain.
On 2nd down, Smith. That's a short one, caught by Bowers. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down. They go play action with Smith. Gets that one complete to his tight end Bowers. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. They keep finding ways to keep this drive alive, and they're set up now for 1st and goal. Off the play fake, Smith. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Talanoa Hufanga. Inside the 40. And he's going to take this back all the way. Touchdown, Broncos. What a spectacular take back for the score. You can stay in your own end zone and just take the touchback. Better yet, go the other way and get the touchdown.
And just a great heads-up play there, Mike, not only to secure the ball in the end zone, but then to recognize he had an alley. He's able to outrun the rest of those guys, and now he finds himself taking it all the way back for 6.
Here's Lutz now for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Broncos go up by 7. It is now 17-10. So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. Here's McAllister to return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The home team's offense ready to see what they can do. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. Drive will start on the ground, and he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down.
It's number 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Gino to throw. He gets this one to Tucker. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
A handoff here, up the middle. And a good run there to get him 5 yards.
It's the gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Smith to throw. There's a throw right side. It's going to be incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
Smith from the gun on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
And this one's going to land out of bounds as they'll mark it inside the 20. The Broncos offense ready to get back to work. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And he's going to have a Broncos 1st down as he gets this up to the 28-yard line.
So as we take a look at the box score, Mike, you realize here they got the lead. we're in the second half, but they don't have a lot of rush yards. It's because they use the passing game to score points and establish the lead. Now, how we judge their run game is from here to the end of the game. Can they pile up yards now in the second half and close this game out?
He's got the tight end, Adam Chapman.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. They'll throw. It's Nix. That's going to be incomplete, and the clock will stop. Likely one more play in this third quarter.
And up until this point, this has been an incredibly efficient game from this quarterback. I mean, it's hard to think here we are in the second half, and that's only his second incomplete pass. So finally, the defense is able to do something to disrupt his timing and finally try to get him out of this groove.
And he'll be brought down on what will be the final act here in this third quarter. So we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. Here's Nix to throw. Got a man over the middle. There's Sutton. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative, just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
Hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one. Like, he really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it. This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. To the right side, he's got Ingram, the tight end. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
So this is a part of the game that everybody works on, Mike. They call it 4-minute offense, and you don't necessarily have to have 4 minutes on the clock. But the whole idea is we possess the ball late in the fourth quarter with the lead. The goal is we want to end the game with the ball. So that 3rd down conversion is going to go a long way. Protect the ball, continue to pick up 1st downs. If they do that, I don't even think their opponent sees the ball again.
Give them 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another 1st down. Back to throw is Nix. Looking underneath. He finds McLaughlin. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
So often for a defense defending the passing game, the most difficult guy to account for is the running back out of the backfield. So a really nice job here bringing him down before he has a chance to pick up any yards after the catch.
A run here. It's McLaughlin. And he is going to be stuffed well behind the line of scrimmage. That play going absolutely nowhere.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on third down, or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
Quick throw, out wide, it's caught. And the Broncos are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. He's out of bounds right around the 5-yard line. A 1st down there. Gain of 14 yards.
Big-time completion right there, and this isn't just a spot where they're trying to run the game out here in the 4th quarter. They were not only trying to pick up points, but they're trying to get in the end zone and extend this lead. So really nice job here late. We're going to see if they can put this one out of reach.
That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
It's hard to play that ball any better than the way that defender did right there. I mean, to stay patient throughout the entire play and make sure that not only are you in prime position to make it, but that once the ball is there, attack it, knock it down, and save a touchdown.
2nd down. Nix. This one is hauled in. Are the feet in bounds? Yes. Cortland Sutton. Touchdown, Denver. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter.
And, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed. So replay's going to take a look at this one and make sure it is good for 6. And we'll get a moment here as they look this one over. Remember, the call on the field is what they'll stick with unless they have clear, incontrovertible visual evidence to the contrary. In other words, it's got to be the truth.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So take away the 6 points, and it's ruled an incomplete pass. 3rd and goal. Nix from the gun on 3rd down. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Cortland Sutton. Touchdown, Broncos. Lutz for the extra point. His kick is good. The Broncos move out to a 24-10 lead.
Raiders 10.
So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. Here's McAllister to return. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Raiders offense ready to get back at it. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. To throw is Smith. They try to set up the screen, but this one doomed from the start. It's incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
A 2nd down throw for Smith. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance, trailing here in the fourth. But they will turn it over on downs. The Broncos offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he has been in control of this offense. Want to run you through some of the action from earlier on. You've got the 2 touchdown passes, over 200 passing yards. He has been excellent all game long. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. And that'll be a pickup of 3. They face 2nd down and 7. From the shotgun, here's Nix. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Cortland Sutton, the intended receiver. 3rd down coming up. Throwing is Nix. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Broncos will add to their lead here in the 4th quarter.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
So following the field goal, Lutz is back out to kick it away. Here's McAllister to return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Raiders offense getting set to get back to work. The deficit is 17, so they got to start cutting into it soon. See if it starts here. 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Smith. Quick throw, taken in. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
Just take what the defense is giving you. When you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game, now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down.
And on Las Vegas, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
From the gun, it's Gino. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it.
Completing number 4. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 47-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Play action now. It's Gino. A ball deep for the end zone. To the end zone. It's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Surtain. And he's going to be taken down, but there are 1, 2, 3 flags on the field. I don't think this is going to stand.
Automatic first down.
The defense still arguing about that pass interference call, but their focus needs to be a stop. They face 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. A dive, and he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
This one not quite over, but down a couple of scores. We're going to get an onside kick.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
The Broncos offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. A run now with McLaughlin. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
Here's a 2nd and 12. On the ground, McLaughlin. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. He's got his man. He finds Sutton. Whistles here. We have another stoppage. Timeout called by the defense with 1:53 remaining. Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the fourth quarter, which typically means I had to lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game.
Victory formation here as he's down to a knee.
Will Lutz on for the field goal. A 28-yard attempt. The kick is good. That's the...
So it is a win for the visiting Broncos. They're able to get the job done in front of a hostile crowd as they come away with the victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone.